Never doubt Barney's dancing abilities. That dance-off was probably better than the game they were watching. The perfect advertisement doesn't exist, divorce lawyer. Please don't get your campsite setup ideas from AI. I spent an hour doing my makeup, only to end up in a car crash on the way to the party. I can't believe I've been using this wrong the whole time. Parkour. You got tricks. A big problem I've noticed with public restrooms. Zombie can crawl easily under. Me. This is an amazing view, babe. So Hugh is Jasmine. My work convinced an intern that if you stand on a wet towel, you won't cry from onions. My friend just gave me this and said, I got you a vegan Easter egg. Motorcycle was invented in 1885. People in 1884. They really do be like that. 4,500 plus years ago. And today, anxiety. Everything is important. Depression. Nothing is important. ADHD. I have no idea what's important. Me, who has all three. I'm in danger. World. If the mosquitoes in Australia are so bad, why didn't you just buy bug spray? Mosquitoes in Australia. Mother of God. How tall is Goofy? 8'2". My granny's driving so slow, it's saying she's on a bike. Housing market is tough these days. Eviction notice. Please note that you are required to vacate the premises by October 19th, as a new tenant will be moving in. Role-playing in the bedroom as an angry construction worker from New York while wearing nothing but this. How fast did you think he was running in those Crocs? Cylinder UFO caught on camera. Me. I bought a motorcycle. Wife. Don't you mean a motorcycle? Did I stutter? If nobody wants to do the dishes, then nobody's gonna eat. Squad camping trip would be too real in this. 20-person 10-room tent. I only have 3 friends. Boys don't grow up. We just get older. What women think men want and what men really want. So this couple doing couple things and the cameraman recording this. Sad. Do you wash your spoons in defense mode or attack mode? Defense. Slow internet. And also the slow internet when there is an ad. Guys were dying like crazy and doctors were just pulling up with crazy drip. You'll live. This is Balenciaga, by the way. If you go to smash a dude and he's got 2 monitors and a light up keyboard, just go home. Imagine going to someone's house and saying they have a Juvette and Jillos. We hired a chimney specialist today and they found this. They said, well, this is a first. I saw the richest man in the world on the subway today. Me. Why do you always act like you have brain damage? Them. Large orange abstract area rug. Moving into a smaller place and need to sell. Looks amazing with wood furniture. Just one question. Why? Guy who joins in on cigarette breaks and starts blowing bubbles. Huh, tough week, huh? I wonder how many times he had to die trying to master that combo. My kid wrote me a note. I don't understand it, but everyone else in my house is laughing at it. For dad only. Tonight we steal the groove. This is such high quality humor. I'm glad to see young kids having it. Without condemning or condoning, I understand. Suits, 1900s. I've always had it on. What are you doing in this situation? I'ma do me regardless. Should I be worried about my husband falling asleep to the sound of war? World War I distant battle ambience. War sound. Show concrete proof. Concrete proof. You are not getting unbanned. Me and the giant chicken. After the genie misunderstood my wish. No, I wished for a giant The guy in the middle makes it look like the guy in the back is transforming into the Rock, like an Animorphs cover. Someone. What's your sleep schedule? Me. 11 p.m., 2 a.m., 4 a.m., just 10 minutes before alarm. We used to have it all, holes for days. I miss this so bad. Technology low-key in its worst era right now. Just cancelled my Uber driver. I don't have time to deal with this today. Imagine giving up the chance to be driven to your destination by a slab of sentient ham. When I see a meme I genuinely enjoy. I would like to award you the highest honor I can bestow. Screenshot. When you just can't seem to learn from your mistakes. Before, Chris. After, Troy. After, Michael. Perhaps to solve this to find his battery percentage. I hate math memes made by guys who clearly don't actually like math. I spent all day crafting these epic sand sculptures at the beach. My girlfriend called it a waste of time, but I know the boys would respect the grind. Boomers. Teenagers have it so easy. Literally every teenager. Stress level critical. Henry Cavill and his siblings. Showering in the morning, showering at night. People with common sense. Shout out to whoever did this. This is so funny. I love New York. Dork. China's artificial sun sets a record by sustaining 100 million degrees of heat for 18 minutes on Earth. China's what? Portland is so silly. No racism within 10 feet. Please dispose of prejudice and discrimination in the trash heap of history. So everything is fair game at 11 feet. Shocking images reveal Titanic is disintegrating on the ocean floor. Yeah, I'll be real, that's basically what I assumed it was up to. Girls are more in the mood than guys, we just hide it better. Have you ever done the deed to to a Google Maps of her house. Okay then, back off, the crown is ours. Man, I had a dream that magic was discovered in the near future, but it was like bad, unbalanced fantasy magic. Like within a few weeks, people had wikis and guides up on how to glitch in immortality potions and time spells. People are just tossing homemade black holes around. I looked on the news and saw some speedrunner made it to the edge of the universe. The difference in portion sizes between the UK and US. Damn, the Brits are getting scammed. Some Jeff player killed my whole team with his ult, so I drew him being strangled by some drink rinks. It'd be like that. Babe, I'll call you at 9. Okay. All men do is lie. Incredibly well-made cinematic trailer. Look inside. Top-down turn-based combat. Oh, for God's sake. Fell asleep lying on the Sky remote and my back's throbbing. And I've got the remote literally printed into my back. Who radicalized you when they said to trust the science and then asked for the science to be kept secret for 75 years? I write 22 like this, so neither 2 feels left out. My brain can't even process this as 22. Blind woman told to get off bus because guide dogs can't be black. Bruh, imagine being blind and the bus driver is like, you can't come on, guide dogs aren't black. And you're just there like, what the hell is black? The accuracy. Women buying men's hygiene products because they're cheaper. Men buying women's hygiene products because they're higher quality. Can we just take a moment to say screw you to the people who stick gum to the underside of tables? View from a cat feeder with a camera. There's so much more. Reply with an image you can hear. These sounds are ingrained in my brain. I'm actually so humiliated. James, I'm a grown woman. I don't use Snapchat, I'm sorry. Epic rap battles in your most listened on Spotify. You got me so bad. Peppa Pig's height is 2.1 meters. She's bigger than Charizard. This is important. I took 9 months to form your heart. Do not let anyone break it in 15 seconds. Breaking. Our first new look at the Nintendo Switch 2. Breaking. Our first look at Sausage Roll 2. Hadley just learned how to type. Ask her a question and she'll give her wisest answer. What should my username be? Shokanji. When I'm held at gunpoint, so I told them, take anything. And they genuinely start unplugging my air fryer. I said anything, not everything. When my 3-year-old idiot son turns off the best slot machine wins compilation because he wants to watch Sesame Street. Nature accidentally leaks his Twitch revenue of $238,000 in the past month. Did no one see that 400 hours the past 30 days? How mums wake up when you just tap their shoulder once, when you need to go on an armored patrol. But pool party is life. Dude, flight is the meta. Change your build already. No, I don't care about the meta. I will play with an amphibian-based playstyle. And look which survived. Therapist accidentally sent me her cat. Sounds good. Not sure how my cat got in here. Without glasses versus with glasses. I have a headache. Let me see. See my headache? Yeah. Damn, looks painful. Delete my number. If I was Mozart, I definitely would not have gone to the Mozart death house. Died in the Mozart death house. Not perfect by any means, but my SpongeBob birthday cake I made for myself. It's a birth chair for men. While the woman was sitting in labor, the guy had a string tied around his nuts, and every time she felt pain, she'd pull. That way, he got to share in the experience. Classic old tradition. How to properly pack for camping. Heavy, medium, lightweight, sleeping bag, hot dog. Mountain creature caught running behind Google car is my new favorite cryptid. Even the clouds are getting more action than me. This is amazing. Did not go as expected. How did the date go? You're not going to believe this. What happened? First hour of the date went great. We were laughing, we were vibing, and she is looking gorgeous. But an hour in, she left the table to take a piss, and I thought, yeah, I'll have one too. Only to end up standing next to her at the urinal. Twinkies and Pop-Tarts in Swedish disgusting food museum. I propose we fund a program to give dolphins bionic legs. This will cost billions and benefit no one. Freak, unleash. This generation is cooked. You can pull a girl with a boyfriend before you can pull a single girl, and I'm not even trolling. Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey will have a $250 million budget, one of his most expensive films ever. Movie's about to be 72 hours with no intermission. Grown men, when an old lady asks, life hasn't been kind to you, huh, baby? Had a rough few weeks and my friends gave me this. This is by far the nicest thing anyone has done for me. Things to do to help you get relaxed. Quotes, reminders, numbers to call if you need someone to talk to. That moment you nearly pooped your pants. Some of the strangest Spotify playlists from around the world. How to order a pizza. Hello, pizza place. I'd like one pizza, please. Give me your weakest delivery boy. I won't settle for less. We've got a score to settle. I put this animal together last night with dot minky fabric, and I nearly cried because it looks like it has a disease. Cheer up. You only need to work tomorrow and 45 more years. New trust issue unlocked. Relationship problems. My name is Lars. For $150 an hour, I will pose as a couples therapist and convince your loved one you were correct in all past and ongoing disagreements. So what that mouth do? Never mind. Applebee's. Oh hell yeah. Say it again. Applebee's. Nice. Adam, your turn. Applebee's. Hell yeah. Imagine being born on December 31st. You had to wait all year for your birthday. It takes a certain type of intellect to understand what he's trying to say. Start eating raw liver, bro. Your body won't know which one to damage. POV. Me when I'm filling up my car with gas and the shadowy figure keeps telling me to put a match in the tank. My homie just died in a game of COD Zombies and said, as a child I was forged by these fires, but I had forgotten how powerful its flames could be. Girlfriend left me and the dog home alone for the weekend. First thing I sent her. Luigi literally disappeared from the news once the mainstream media realized the public wasn't mad at him. Probably my favorite picture of a cat ever taken. He's so happy to be laundry. Just astounding. Having some juice at my friend's house. Do not come to my house pouring big cups of juice like this. Want to get this covered up, but I'm having a hard time figuring out what I can get it to spell or any symbols. Any ideas? Well, with that font, you could potentially change every letter except W into a E, and then it would say, wee, and people would know you love to have fun. Two NPCs have the exact same pose on the beach in the first GTA 6 trailer. Unplayable. TSA confiscated my grandma's prosthetic legs. This is them escorting her to a waiting area while they inspect her legs for hidden weapons and contraband. Defense and attack. The problem with me is that I absolutely cannot throw out a cute little glass jar like this. Will I ever put it to use? Probably not, but can I throw it away? Also no. When you fumble your ult bad and die, so you gotta swap characters quickly so your team doesn't realize. Nobody. Spoons when you try to wash them. My crew's small but we crazy. Chipmunk's standing like he know he got that thing on. When you both have the same attitude, you're becoming a dad. What are you doing next? I'm gonna roll on that spot every morning. This tattoo had me confused for a whole 5 minutes. My slow self was like, who's Steve? About a year ago, I was walking home carrying toilet paper and a teenager yelled, that guy be poopin', and his friends laughed and laughed. I never thought I'd be able to walk with toilet paper and no tote bag, but today I stopped living in fear. Which dish did you grow up with? January 1st, working out. January 2nd, long story short, I invented the shirt plate. Water cheese sandwich, burp for seasoning, bam. Stuffed some strawberries with some mangoes. So my girl got a little work snack for her short shift. You're laying on the playground crying. You got thrown off the wheel of death. You got fried by a slide at high noon. You got an uppercut from a 2x4. You ran behind Hannah High Swing. You plinkoed through this thing. You could not skip 3. How do I get him off my pickaxe? What the hell? Portrait of human, 1254. Me when you collect my pages. After getting my first remote job and realizing they only actually make you work 1 to 2 hours a day, I decided to just keep getting as many as I can. I currently have 11 and I'm making 1.3 million per year. Barely do any work. Pure comedy. Here's my setup. Inshallah, he will be warmed soon. What are you doing? My parents arguing, almost about to divorce. 7-year-old me, who just ate a 3-month-old expired yogurt. Messaged them that I would pay more for this. Facebook Marketplace gods, please be on my side. Goose fruit bowl. My husband got a little carried away with the new vacuum sealer. This is a dozen croissants. When we had to download an app to use a flashlight. When you're in the middle of a good time and you realize it's a good time. We could be snowmen pizzas holding hands before we get baked and die. Concept art for Big Bird, which also shows how the puppet would be operated. I've been out of town for 3 hours and Ham is already acting up. I just watched Ham take down all the cookies I left on the table. Cousin I only speak to once a year told me, you're so easy to shop for, and then gave me a label maker, and unfortunately, she's right, I love this label maker. 9-year-old girl builds shelter on wheels for the homeless and grows food for them as well. Great little... Wait, bro, what do you mean, bro? Someone put the office they rejected on their LinkedIn. Hovering a few inches above the roof just for extra aura points. A master in his craft. The roof has a white beam on the top. Piccolo, although we can see the drip, is not hovering. There comes a point in a man's life where he has to accept he's bad at video games. I don't know which hit harder, accepting that you're bad at video games or accepting that you're not becoming an NBA player. I'm offering you $980,000 for the house you're selling for $1 million. The boomer who bought it for $20 in 1986. A beach in Mississippi. Now here's a spot to bleed out in. A lot of kids have no clue what this is or what it's used for. Autistic man stranded on desert island asks rescue team for a couple more weeks. I have written 700 comics, but has anyone read them? Methinks the answer is no. I read Uncanny X-Men. Timmy. Nobody. Do you drive a manual car? Yeah, how did you know? Nobody. Family turns down $50 million offer for their house. Over the years, the surrounding area gets developed into a suburban sprawl. They made way more now. Throwback to the time when people were straight up dropping like flies and doctors were aura farming. Our black lab was playing with our grandson and he put his dinosaur mask on him. We couldn't get him to let us take it off. He thought he was something wearing it. I guess you could call him a Labrasaurus. 2010 and 2011 aren't good. 2010 and 2011 aren't kids. Let me go ahead and take my IG IG sticker off my car. You suck at driving. Stay off the road and take the bus. At everyone, me when I get pinged in this group chat. Moshi moshi. The group chat has been dead for 6 months because of this message. Okay, so my brother got my entire family these plain black mugs, but when they get hot, they're covered entirely in my mugshot. Pretty mad to think this is coming from a guy who literally got a race ban for causing a crash, and yet it's 100% facts. I swear to God, these are getting dumber. The tomb of the unknown soldier has been guarded every minute since midnight, July 2nd, 1937. I like your smile, but unlike you, put your shoes on my face. Just a charming way of saying keep off the grass. For hire, ghost hunter. Hi, I am Michael, and I am the foremost ghost hunter in this part of town. I investigate any kind of paranormal activity and report back with my findings. It's like the X-Files, but without the drawback of having to explain my conclusions to a scientist. Here are some of my skills. Good at sensing the presence of ghosts. Have my own Ouija board. I am certain I contacted John Lennon via this method. Climbing. Bravery, but also caution. If you want to avail of my services, please take one of my business cards below to get in touch. My friend died last year, March 2023. He always says Shinsui Bankai, but now he cannot see the animation. Oh.